All right.
I think it's,
Let me
yeah,
see.
it's recording.
All right. I'm gonna step on my bus. I'm gonna flip my emergency hatch. I have my fire extinguisher. It's securely mounted, no damage. It is the pin is secured with a plastic strap. It's fully charged, indicated by the needle in the green zone. It has been serviced within a year, and it is ABC certified. I have 3 red reflective triangles, securely mounted, no damage, and in working condition. I have my 3 red 15-minute flares, securely mounted, no damage, in working condition with the caps. I have my first aid kit, securely mounted, no damage, and it has 9 unopened pieces. I have my body fluid cleanup kit in my emergency storage compartment. If my bus is equipped with fuses, I have 3 spare fuses in my emergency storage compartment, and my insurance and registration is present. My seat is securely mounted, no damage, and it is adjusted to me. My seat belt is securely mounted, no damage. There are no cuts or frays, and it locks in place. Alright, now I'm going to do a self-diagnostic check of the bus. I'm waiting for my ABS light to come on and turn off. Alright, the ABS light has gone off. Now I'm going to perform a safe start of the bus. With my foot on the brake, the bus in neutral, and the parking brake engaged, I'm going to start the bus. I'm waiting for my pressure to build up between 100 and 125 psi before I start my brake check. Take my foot off the brake. Alright, it's between 100 and 125. Now I'm going to test my parking brake holds. So with my foot on the brake, my bus in drive, and my parking brake engaged, I'm going to rev my engine no higher than 1,000 RPMs and make sure it does not lunge forward. The bus did not lunge forward. So now I'm going to test my service brakes. With my foot on the brake pedal, my bus in drive, and the parking brake disengaged, I'm going to pull the bus forward no faster than 5 miles per hour and apply the brakes. The service brakes did work, and it did not turn to the left or the right. Now I'm going to check my governor cutoff valve. So with my foot on the brake, the bus in neutral, the parking brake disengaged, and my governor cutoff valve just expelled air. Now I'm going to check to make sure that my brake air does not leak faster than 3 psi per minute. So with my foot on the brake, the bus in neutral, and the parking brake disengaged, I'm going to turn it to the off position. I'm going to turn it to the on position, and I'm going to wait 1 minute and make sure that my brake air does not leak faster than 3 psi per minute. The bus did not leak faster than 3 psi per minute. Now I'm going to fan my brakes and check to make sure that my brake air light comes on the dash and the alarm does sound. The brake air alarm and the light should pop on the dash around 60 psi. And then when it drops below 20 and 40 psi, my parking brake should engage. There goes my parking brake gauge, or parking brake release. Now I'm going to do a safe start of the bus. So with my foot on the brake, the bus in neutral, and the parking brake applied, I'm going to start my bus. Now I'm going to check my windows. So my windshield is securely mounted, not damaged. There are no cracks or chips, and there are no unauthorized stickers. I have 7 mirrors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they are all adjusted to me. Now I'm going to check my left panel. I'm going to check my low fan, my left fan low, high it works, my right fan's low, high it works, my midship heater, low, high, off, my stairwell heater, low, high, and off, my driver heater defroster, low, high, and off, and my rear heater, low, high, off, my other rear heater, low, high, and off, my heated mirror light comes on, my strobe light comes on. Now I'm going to check my noise suppressor button and turn my fans on. Click my noise suppressor button. The noise suppressor button does work. Now I'm going to check my ambers. My ambers come on the dashboard, and my ambers come on the status board. I'm going to open my door. My door opens smoothly. It is securely mounted and not damaged. I'm going to check my reds on the dash are working properly. My reds on the status board are working properly, and my stop sign is out. Now I'm going to close my door. My door closes smoothly and it secures properly. Now I'm going to turn on my headlights and do my dashboard. So my DEF is above half. My water temperature is between 170 and 200, no higher than 210. My oil pressure should read between 25 and 75. My fuel is sufficient. My voltmeter should read between 12 and 15 volts in the plus range, and my brake air pressure should read between 100 and 125 psi. Now I am going to test my let's do my windshield wipers low, high, and my windshield wipers work. My windshield wipers are securely mounted. My windshield wiper arms are securely mounted, not damaged, and my windshield wiper blades are securely mounted and not damaged. Now I'm going to check my dash with my hazards are displayed properly on the dash. My left turn signal is displayed properly on the dash. My right turn signal is displayed properly on the dash. My brights are properly displayed on the dash. Now I am going to toot my horn, and I'm going to cut my wheel all the way to the left and turn the key all the way to the driver's position. I'm going to run back here. I have 4 emergency exit windows, 2 emergency hatches, and an emergency door. They're all properly labeled with the instructions on them. I'm going to test one of my windows now. My window opens and closes securely. It is securely mounted and not damaged, and the alarm sounds off properly. I would test all 4 of my windows on a daily pre-trip, but I'm only going to demonstrate one of them for you today. I'm going to press my student check button, and then I'm going to check my emergency exit rear door. My emergency exit rear door opens smoothly. It closes smoothly. The alarm did sound, and it does latch properly. All my windows are securely mounted and not damaged. I'm going to demonstrate 2 of my seats, but I would normally do all of them before my pre-trip. So my seat backings are securely mounted, and they are secured to the frame, and this frame is secured to the floor. My seat butt cushions are securely mounted to the frame, and the frame is secured to the floor. My seat backings are securely mounted to the frame, and the frame is secured to the floor. My seat cushions are securely mounted to the frame, and the frame is secured to the floor. My mats and moldings are securely mounted to the floor. There are no damage, and there are no trip hazards. Now I'm going to go up to the bus. I'm going to turn off my headlights, and I am going to take the key out. I'm going to flip my emergency switch, and I'm going to do a 3-point contact step off the bus. going to go to the front of the bus. I'm going to check my windshield. My windshield is securely mounted, not damaged. There are no cracks or chips. My windshield wiper blades are securely mounted, and my windshield wiper arms are securely mounted, and both are not damaged. My bus does not lean to the left or to the right. There are no leaks underneath my bus, and there are no foreign objects underneath my bus. Now I'm going to unlatch my hood. Little latch there. We're going to pull the engine. Alright. My wires and hoses are securely mounted, no damage. There are no cuts or bulges, and hoses are not leaking. My alternator is securely mounted, no damage, and it is belt driven. My water pump is securely mounted, not damaged, and it is not leaking, and it is belt driven, and my alternator is also belt driven. And my serpentine belt is securely mounted, no damage, and there is no more than 3/4 of an inch plate in the center of the belt. So my wires and hoses are securely mounted, no damage. There are no cuts or bulges, and they are not leaking. My antifreeze canister is securely mounted, no damage. There are no cracks, and it is not leaking, and it is the proper level of fluid. My power steering fluid is securely mounted, not damaged. There are no cracks, it is not leaking, and it has the proper level of fluid. My oil dipstick is securely mounted, not damaged, and I would check my oil with the bus on a level ground while the engine is off. And my air compressor is securely mounted, not damaged, it is not leaking, and it is gear driven. My power steering box and couplings are securely mounted, not damaged. There are no leaks, and it is gear driven. My links, arms, and rods are securely mounted, not damaged, and they are not worn nor cracked. My joints and sockets are securely mounted, not damaged, and they are not worn or loose. My bolts and my lug nut or my nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, and they are not loose, and my cotter pin is in place. So we're going to go to my hanger is securely mounted, no damage, and it is secured to the frame. My shackle is securely mounted, not damaged, and it is secured to the frame. My leaf springs are securely mounted, not damaged, and they are not cracked, broken, or missing. My U-bolts and anchor plates are securely mounted, not damaged, and they are secured to the drive axle. Now my shock absorber is securely mounted, not damaged, and it is not leaking. My brake lines, hoses, and couplings are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. My air chamber is securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod are securely mounted, not damaged. They're at a 90-degree angle with no more than 1 inch of play while the brakes are applied, and the cotter pin is in place. My drums and drum linings are securely mounted, not damaged, and I would check the linings to make sure there is no excessive wear or any oil or grease buildup. My tires are securely mounted, not damaged. There's even wear, and there is no less than 4/32 of an inch tread depth. There are no cuts or bulges to the tread or the sidewall, so those are secured, mounted, no damaged. I have my valve stem cap securely mounted, not damaged. The caps are on, they're not leaking, and I would check with the tire pressure gauge to make sure the tires are properly inflated. My rims are securely mounted, not damaged. There are no cracks, welds, or rusts. All my lug nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no signs of any rusty or shiny threads to indicate that there is a loose lug nut. My hub and my axle seal are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. And my mud flap is securely mounted, not damaged. I'm going to close my hood. Thank you very much. Latch this side. My mirror and wires are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no cracks. My mirror is securely mounted, no damage, and there are no cracks. My other mirror is securely mounted, no damage, and there is no cracks. My mirror and wires are securely mounted, no damage, and there are no cracks. Now going underneath the bus. Their exhaust is securely mounted, no damage, and there are no signs of any rust or soot to indicate that there is a hole anywhere. My drive shaft and hangers are securely mounted, no damage, and there is no debris in the couplings. My frames, my cross members, my box, and my floor are securely mounted, no damage, and there are no welds or cracks. My hanger is securely mounted, no damage, and there is secured to the frame. My air bellow is securely mounted, no damage. It is filled with air, it is not leaking, and it is secured to the frame. My leaf springs are securely mounted, no damaged, and they are not cracked, broken, nor missing. Then I have a U-bolt and anchor plate back there that is securely mounted, no damaged, and it is secured to the drive axle. And my torque arm is securely mounted and no damage. And let's see, from there we're going to go to the my shock absorber is securely mounted, no damaged, and it is not leaking. My brake lines and hoses are securely mounted, no damage, and they are not leaking. Now my air chamber is securely mounted, no damaged, and it is not leaking. Then my slack adjuster is my slack adjuster and push rod is securely mounted, no damage. It is at a 90-degree angle with no more than 1 inch of play while the brakes are applied. It is not leaking, and the cotter pin is in place. Now these are my drum linings and drums are securely mounted, not damaged, and I would check my linings for any excessive wear or any oil or grease buildup on them. I have dually tires. There's the same space in between them. There's no obstruction in between them. They're evenly weared, and there is no less than 2/32 of an inch tread depth. There are no cuts or bulges to my treads or my sidewall. They are securely mounted with no damage. My valve stem caps, I have 2 of them. There's one here and one here. They are securely mounted, not damaged. They do have the caps on them. They're not leaking, and I would check them with a tire pressure gauge to make sure that they are properly inflated. My Bud rims are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no cracks, rusts, or welds. All my lug nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, and there is no sign of any rusty or shiny threads to indicate that there is a loose lug nut. My hub and axle seal is securely mounted, not damaged, and it is not leaking. My mud flap is securely mounted and it is not damaged. My emergency exit door is properly labeled. The door opens smoothly, and the wind latch works properly. It is securely mounted and not damaged. My door seal is securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. My window seals and my windows are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. My hinges are securely mounted, not damaged, and it closes properly, and it latches, and it is not damaged. My diesel fuel door is securely mounted, not damaged, and opens properly. My diesel gas cap is securely mounted, not damaged, and there's a seal in there. Would you like me to show you?
No, thank you.
Alright, my door closes properly and latches properly, is secured, mounted, not damaged. My diesel tank is securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks or any loose wires. I would check everything on the right side of my bus as I would of my left side of my bus. Would you like me to demonstrate?
No, thank you.
Alright. My DEF door is securely mounted, not damaged. The mechanics would fill this on a weekly basis, and there are no leaks coming from my DEF tank. My door is securely mounted, not damaged. There are no signs of any leaks. My windows and window seals are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no leaks. My stairs, my mats, and my moldings are securely mounted, not damaged, and there are no signs of any trip hazards. My student handrails are securely mounted and not damaged. Alright, now I'm going to step on my bus and do a safe start of the bus.
So this time speak up so I can hear you over the engine.
Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to test my strobe light, my flashers, I'm going to turn on my hazards, and I'm going to turn on my headlights. I'm going to go to the front of the bus. I have 3 yellow clearance lights, 2 student yellows, 2 student reds. I have my 2 low beam lights. And I have 2 hazard lights that are also my turn signals. My school bus reflective tape is securely mounted, not damaged. All my lights are secured, not damaged. They're working properly, and they're the right color. I have 3 clearance lights, 2 yellows, 1 red. I have 3 hazard lights, which are also my turn signals, that are yellow in color. I have 3 circle reflective tape on the side, 2 yellow, 1 red. I have my 2 emergency exit windows that are labeled properly, and the reflective tape around them is securely mounted and not damaged. I have 1 reflective strip going through the middle that is securely mounted, not damaged. And I have my student stop sign that has the 2 red reflectors, and they are securely mounted, not damaged. All my lights are working properly, the right color, and they are not damaged. On the back of the bus, I have my 3 red clearance lights, my 2 student yellows, my 2 student reds. I have 2 hazard lights that are also my turn signals. I have 4 running lights that are also my brake lights. I have 4 reverse lights that are there, and I have my license plate and my license plate light. My 2 red circle reflectors. I have my emergency door properly labeled, and the reflective tape around it is securely mounted. And my school bus sticker, school bus reflector, is securely mounted. All my lights are securely mounted, not damaged. They are the proper color, and they are working properly. And all my reflectors are working securely mounted, and they are not damaged. I have 3 clearance lights on this side, 2 yellow, 1 red. I have 3 hazard lights on this side that are also my turn signals that are yellow in color. I have 3 circle reflectors, 2 yellow, 1 red. I have my 2 emergency exit windows that are properly labeled, and the reflective tape around them is securely mounted and not damaged. I have 1 reflective strip going through the middle that is securely mounted, not damaged. I have my student door light, securely mounted, not damaged. And then I have my student door light that is securely mounted and not damaged. All my lights are working properly, the right color, and they are not damaged. Now I'm going to step on my bus. I'm going to turn my strobe light on, and I'm going to shut off my hazards. I'm going to turn on my brights, and I'm going to flip my emergency handle switch. So I activate my reds, and I'm going to put on my left turn signal. I'm going to check my strobe light. It's securely mounted, not damaged. And we're going to go to the front. I have my 2 student reds, my high beams, and my left turn signal is working properly. My student stop sign is securely mounted, not damaged, and the 2 reflectors are working properly. My left turn signal is working, my left turn signal is working, and my left turn signal is working. I have my 2 student reds, and my left turn signal is working properly. My student door light is working properly, and my student stop light is working properly. Now I'm going to flip my master switch off, and then back on. I'm going to turn off my brights and turn on my right blinker. My right turn signal, I have 4 right turn signals. My right turn signal is working properly. My right turn signal is working properly. And my right turn signal is working properly. And my right turn signal is working properly. And my right turn signal is working properly. Every day I'd have somebody assist me by checking the brake lights and having them give me a thumbs up when they come on. Would you like to assist me?
Sure.
All right. Thank you. That concludes my pre-trip inspection.